We are going to create a Chinese fan icon for our Chinese New Year card design. I've already created an empty Figma template, added my color scheme from Coolers, and also added a reference picture. Now let's get started. We're going to create the fan shape first, which is right at the back. So I'm going to go to my shape tool and choose an ellipse tool to create the basic fan shape. So click and drag on your frame to make a circle. Change the fill color to a color of your choice using the color picker from one of your color scheme colors. So I'm going to choose this red over here. Alright, now I'm going to make this circle shape into a fan shape. So what I'm going to do is move my cursor into the circle, look for this white dot which says arc, and I'm going to click and drag and change the sweep of the circle to a bit of maybe about 40%. It doesn't have to be exact. About this much will be okay. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my cursor out of the circle to a corner, look for the double arrow that is curved, and click and drag to rotate my fan shape straight as such. Now we're ready to add the details on the fan. So I'm going to start by adding some more thin rectangles to create the sticks that hold up the fan. So going to my shape tool, I'm going to go to the rectangle tool, click and drag, create a very thin rectangle, and change the fill color with the color picker to match a color from your color scheme. Once done, I'm going to move this over my fan, and maybe what I will do is resize it. So I'm going to go to one of the corner dots to click and drag, resize, and move it out of the corner dot, click and drag to rotate. I'm going to align this with one part of the fan, one of the edges. Okay, so it should look something like this. This takes a bit of patience to do, so do be patient with your work process. Okay, so now I'm going to copy and paste this and put it on the other side as well. So Ctrl C, Ctrl V, pull it out by clicking and dragging its middle, and right click, we're going to do a horizontal flip. Okay, so there we go. Once done, click and drag to arrange nicely on the other side. If it's too difficult to use your mouse, you can also use your up, down, left, right arrow keys to rearrange your shape. Okay, now once done, I'm going to copy and paste to create more of these fan fins. So Ctrl C, Ctrl V, pull out. For this one now, I'm going to do a free rotate. So rotate, okay, about this angle, arrange nicely. Now I'm going to copy and paste this. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, pull out. This one do a flip, so right click, flip horizontal, arrange on the opposite side. Okay, then Ctrl C, Ctrl V, copy paste again, pull out. I'm going to rotate it slightly upwards, maybe about this much. Arrange nicely. Okay, and again, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, copy paste, pull out. Right click, flip horizontal. So we're going to create mirrored fan fins, okay, such as this. Now I'm going to stop here. I think this is good enough. You can actually see my basic fan shape already. Now I'm going to move on to the bottom part of the fan. Okay, oh, I realized something. Do you notice our fan here has a bit of an opening at the end? So what I'm going to do is click back onto my fan shape, and I'm going to look for this option called ratio. So click and drag, pull it up to create a hole inside your fan shape, such as this. You can put it about this much. Okay, and then we're going to cover off the join by using a circle so that it joins neatly. So go to your shape tool, create an ellipse, click and drag. Okay, just cover the bottom part of the fan to make sure that it joins neatly, and change the fill color. Using the color picker, I'm going to match my fins here. So click onto the fin, have the same color there. Okay, and then I'm going to continue on by adding some detail to my fan. So I'm going to do this very simply by creating a rectangle, a thin one. Okay, rearranging it to fit, change the fill color using the color picker, match the color of my details. And for the detail here, I'm going to create a rectangle over here, slightly bigger than the previous one. Okay, change the fill color to match the previous color. And if you want to add a rounded edge to it, you can always add an ellipse. Okay, on top of this rectangle here. Okay, if it's too hard to see, you just drag the edge to resize. Okay, make sure it fits nicely on the previous rectangle shape. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is change the fill color to match. And that is our completed detail. Okay, when you're happy with your fan, you can select over everything and do a group. Ctrl G, group, and you will be able to move your fan around as one group and focus on creating other icons as well for your card.